The moon that night was bright like somebody just wash am clean. The kind moon wey make the leaves shine small small, like dem get their own light. The moon dey blow soft and the smell of palm oil from the dinner wey I cook still dey hang for ear. We sit under the big mango tree wey my papa plant before him die. Me and my 3 grandchildren. Tola, the oldest, wey be 12, sit for my right, always with him face straight like say him be detective. Femi, my stubborn 8-year-old, dey lean on my lap, already picking one mango leaf to play with. Shade, my last born for grandchild matter, just 6 years old, dey cuddle near my wrapper. Her eye big like she dey expect ghost to jump out from the bush. Grandma, today na scary story abi? Femi asks, his small eyes full of mischief. I look am, smile small, then clear my throat. Today go be murder story. True one. Na people wey I sabi well well. People wey chop in my house before. People wey we dey think say dem get clean heart. Sade's mouth open wide. Somebody die? Die? I shock, shaking my head. My pikin no be just die o. Person kill am. Kill am with hand wey no even touch knife or gun. Tola shifts closer, his curiosity already on fire. Poison? I just raise eyebrow. We never reach that side, make una calm down first. This story, e no be for rush. If you rush, you go miss the way the matter bend. I settle well on the wooden stool, my mind traveling back almost 30 years. First, make I tell una about the 2 people wey na dem be the center of this matter, Bisi and Funke. Bisi and Funke grow together like twin sisters. Dem no be blood, but if you see dem for street, you go swear say na one mama born dem. From primary school, dem dey go everything together. If Funke get new shoe, Bisi get am too. If Bisi carry last for race, Funke go slow down make dem finish cross line together. I remember one time for secondary school, Bisi nearly fail mathematics. Na Funke go her house every day to tutor her till exam come. And when Funke papa die, Bisi no comot for her side for 1 whole week. E be like love story, Shade say smiling. Na love story, my dear, I nod. But love story wey later turn to wickedness. You see, dem 2 dey share everything. Clothes, food, even secrets. When Bisi marry Tayo, the fine tall man wey get plenty money from oil business, na Funke be her chief bridesmaid. She dance pass everybody that day. People talk say dem never see bridesmaid wey happy like that. Maybe she was just happy for her friend, Femi suggests. I sigh. Na wetin all of us think. For the first few years after Bisi marry, she still dey visit Funke every week. Sometimes Funke go even travel come Lagos to spend weekend for Bisi big house. Dem go gist the morning, laugh, cook together. Me sef dey go sometimes because Tayo and my late husband be cousins. But I begin notice small change. Funke go sometimes look Bisi in a way wey no be like before. That time I no take am well. I just say maybe she dey lost in thought. Grandma, you mean like jealous? Tola asks. I wave hand. We never reach that side. You go spoil story if you jump conclusion. One evening, Bisi invited small group come her house for tea. E no be big party, just 4 people. Her cousin Kule, our neighbor Mama Kemi, me, and of course Funke. The house there, Ada, dey around too. The sitting room fine that day. Smell of fresh cake and ginger tea dey everywhere. We laugh, gist about politics, church wahala, and small gossip. Tayo travel for work, so na just Bisi dey host us. She wear one Ankara gown wey fit am like glove. Funke arrive last. She hugged Bisi tight, gave her one wrapped gift. I no even notice when she sleep inside kitchen. I think say maybe she won't help Ada. Grandma, Femi interrupt. Na for kitchen she put the poison, abi? I look am sharp. Who tell you say poison dey? You too dey rush. For this kind story, you gats listen well before you decide who be suspect. We all sit down as Bisi served tea herself, pouring from one big white teapot. She moved round, gave each person one cup. We toast to good health, sip our tea, and continue gist. After small time, Bisi begin cough. First small, then heavy. She hold her chest. Her face change color. We all stand up. Kunle try help her sit. Mama Kemi shout for Ada to bring water. But before we fit understand wetin dey happen, Bisi collapse for floor. The teacup roll from her hand, break for ground. Jesus! Shade whisper under her breath. I no talk for some seconds. I just watch the memory play for my mind like one old film. My children. Na so Bisi take go. And from that moment, everybody from that room turned suspect. I pause, lean forward. Now tell me, who una think fit kill Bisi? Tola fold his arms. The cousin, Kunle, maybe he wanted her money. Femi shake head. No, I think na Mama Kemi. She probably no like Bisi. Shade whisper. Maybe it's Funke. But she's her best friend. I smile small. We go see. Tomorrow, we go enter the investigation proper. But make una know, when police come that night, it be like movie. Dem no leave anybody alone. By the time Bisi's body still dey warm for ground, the whole neighborhood don gather outside the compound. People dey whisper. Some dey peep through window like say dem fit see ghost. Somebody, I no even remember who, call the police. E no take 10 minutes, one black van stop for gate. 2 armed policemen jump down, followed by a man in plain clothes with sharp eyes and a mustache wey coil for the end. Na Detective Salami. I sabi am well from church, but that night, his face no get one trace of smile. Everybody stay where you are. One of the policemen back. Nobody dey comot until we talk to una one by one. We all freeze. Ada, the house girl, still dey cry quietly near kitchen door. Mama Kemi hold her wrapper tight like say breeze wan carry am. Kunle just dey rub him beard, avoiding eye contact with anybody. Salami bent down to check Bisi's body, his gloves making soft snapping sound as he put them on. He sniffed the tea cuts wey break for floor. His face tightened. Sergeant, he called one of the officers. Pack everything here. I want the teapot, every cup. He looked at us. Who served the tea? I opened mouth to talk, but Funke answered first. Bisi herself. She poured for everyone. Her voice be like small wind, calm, but her eyes no meet Salami's own. The detective nodded slowly. All right, we'll talk one by one. You first. He pointed at Kunle. They led Kunle to the dining room, the interrogation room for that night. The rest of us just sit down for living room, trying to hear through the wall. Person leaned near my ear. We should move closer. Before I fit talk, person already crept towards the door. I hiss small, but I follow. After all, no be every day you see life investigation. Through the gap, we hear. Salami, they follow Kunle talk. Mr. Kunle, when last you see Bisi before tonight? Kunle said, 2 months ago, sir, at a family wedding. Salami asked again, and your relationship? Kunle replied, she's my cousin. We grew up together. Salami asked him, any quarrel? Money issues? Kunle replied, "No, sir, nothing like that. She even gave me advice about my business last week." Salami pauses. "You drank the tea she served?" "Yes, sir." "Any strange taste?" "Bitter small, but I thought maybe the ginger was strong." I hear Salami's chair scrape. We'll keep in touch." Kunle come out wiping sweat from him forehead, even though the fan dey blow full speed. Mama Kemi walk in with small swagger, the type wey say, "I no get fear." But when Salami start dey ask questions, her voice soft. "Madam, you live nearby?" "Yes, sir, just 2 streets away. Bisi invite me for tea this evening." "Salami, you too close?" Mama Kemi replied, "Close enough, but we no dey visit too much. She busy with her family." Salami asked her again, "Did you notice anything unusual tonight?" Mama Kemi pauses. She seemed distracted, like her mind was somewhere else. Salami asked again, "Did you go into the kitchen at any point?" Mama Kemi answered, "No, sir. I sat here the whole time." She no even take long, maybe 5 minutes before she waka out again. Face still be like person wey swallow pepper. The moment Ada stepped in, her crying started again. Salami shouted, "Stop crying and answer questions." "Oga, I no do anything. I just dey wash plates when Aunty Funke enter kitchen." "Funke enter the kitchen?" "Yes, sir. She carry small bottle come out of her bag, pour inside the teapot. Then she see me and tell me make I no talk. I swear, Oga, I no want trouble." Tola's eyes widen. "Grandma, did she really say that? Is she trying to say Funke poisoned it?" I just shush am. Na investigation, my pikin. Anybody fit talk anything under pressure. When Funke walked in, she keep her chin up like say she get confidence. But me, I no know that girl from small. I don't know her from small. Her left hand dey shake tiny. Salami asked her, "Miss Funke, Ada says you went into the kitchen and added something to the tea." Funke laughed small. "Oga detective, that girl just dey lie. I entered to wash my hand. I didn't touch anything." Salami asked her, "What about the bottle?" Funke replied, "I carried small perfume bottle in my bag. I took it out because it leaked on my hand, so I cleaned it up." "So you didn't add anything to the tea?" "No, sir. Why would I harm my best friend?" The silence after that be like thunder without sound. Salami just write something in his notebook, then say, "We'll see." When the police finally released us that night, it tey. I no even sleep well. The image of Bisi falling still dey my eyes. My grandchildren try to stay awake, whispering their own theories. "I still think Kunle did it." Tola insists. "No, na Funke." Femi say, "The house get caught her red-handed." Shade hug me tight. "Grandma, what if the killer is still out there?" I stroke her head and whisper, this murder don happen sote they don catch the killer. But you know, sometimes the most dangerous people na the ones wey you already know. That day, as the wind blow and the moon hide behind cloud, I swear I heard Bisi's voice in my dream, calling me soft. I adjust my wrapper and look at the moon above our mango tree before I continue. That morning after Bisi die, e be like saying the whole town gather for our side. I tell them, people dey waka pass with their neck long like okra, pretending like say them dey buy bread from Mama Nkechi across the road. Some stand for junction dey gist like them dey watch film for cinema. Grandma, Tola cutting. Did they already know it was murder then? I shake my head. No, my pikin, no. At first, many people think say na heart attack. But I get small doubts that day. My spirit just dey tell me say something no pure. The children lean forward. Even Femi, wey like to pretend he no care, dey listen well. By afternoon, the police come with one brown envelope. The officer wey dey handle the case that time, Inspector Salami, open am and talk straight. Mama, he said to me, we have the autopsy report. Cause of death, acute poisoning, cyanide. I stop and watch their faces. Una know wetin be cyanide? Shade nod slow. Yes, it's a deadly poison. Exactly, I say. And that kind of poison no be something you just see anyhow for market. You gats know where to get them. I take a deep breath. As soon as I hear cyanide, my mind flashed back 2 years ago, before Bisi died. Funke, yes, that same my best friend. I just started working from one small chemical supply shop for the miners. I remember am bragging that she fit handle dangerous substances without shaking. Wait, Femi Cotton, are you saying you suspected Funke then? I wave my hand. No rush, my pikin. Story still dey. I continue. That same day, Ada, Bisi's young house girl, try sneak away from the house with her small bag. I catch her near the back gate. Ada, I say, where you dey go? She look me with fear for her eye. Mama, I no fit stay here. Bad thing don happen. More bad thing dey come. I ask her wetin she mean, and she say 2 nights before the tea, she hear Bisi and Funke quarrel. Bisi talk say Funke should return what she stole. Funke tell am, you go regret talking to me like that. The children gasp. So Funke was mean to her? Shade asks. I shake my head. That's the thing about life. Sometimes people wey laugh with you today fit bite you tomorrow. You won't even see the teeth coming. I sip from my cup of water before continuing. That night, rain fall heavy. I lie down but sleep no come. My mind dey play all the things Ada talk, all the things I remember. Then my phone ring. When I pick, the voice low and deep. Old woman. The person say, stop talking about Funke if you value your family. Before I fit talk, them cut the line. My body cold like freezer. I pause and look at them one by one. Now tell me, who una think fit make that call? Tola say, it's Funke. She wanted to scare you. Funke say, maybe it is someone else trying to frame her. Shade just hug her knees. Grandpa, that's creepy. I smile small. We never reached the creepiest part yet. The day of Bisi's burial, I start. The whole village wear black. Even the sun hide behind cloud. People dey whisper everywhere. But when Funke arrive, the noise just die like say somebody press mute button. Shade tilt her head. Why? I look at her. Because she no look like person wey just lose him best friend. Her gele fine. Her makeup perfect. And she dey smile small at people greeting her. But maybe that's just her way of being strong. Abi? I pause for a moment, remembering the scene clear. She sits near the front, just beside Bisi's husband, Chief Ade. People look am with corner eye, but no one talk. Me, I sit 3 rows back, watching. Every time Chief Ade bend down to cry, Funke go put hand for his shoulder, like say she wan console am. But I tell myself, maybe she's just caring. But Ada, the house girl, wey sit beside me, whisper, Grandma, see how she dey touch Oga. She no even hide. Ew, Tola frown. Was she trying to? I raise my hand. No jump to conclusion, my pikin. We dey talk about life and life no be straight road. After the burial, Inspector Salami call me to one side. Mama, something strange happen. When we searched Bisi's kitchen, we found a small paper packet with traces of cyanide inside the sugar tin. But the fingerprints on it were wiped clean. No prints. That means somebody was careful. Too careful. I tell am, Inspector, what about the people who visited her that week? He opened his small notebook. We have 4 names. Funke, her tailor Mama Runke, her younger cousin Kule, and one business partner from Lagos called Mr. Peters. We will talk to each of them. That night, as I dey roast groundnut for myself, my mind dey wander. I remember one time, maybe a year before Bisi died, she tell me, laughing, that Kunle once asked her for big money to invest in a nightclub, and she refused. Since that day, Kunle stopped visiting regular. And Mr. Peters, I never meet am before, but I hear say he be sharp man for business, the type wey no smile if money matter no favour am. Grandma, Femi cutting. So basically, everyone had a reason. Na so, I say. That's why the case twists like pepper soup. 2 days after the burial, the police start questioning. They no carry people go station yet. Just small chats in the village hall. I sit far corner, pretending I dey sew wrapper so I fit hear. Mama Ronke talk say she only come to deliver clothes for Bisi 2 days before death. She claims she no enter kitchen. Inspector Salami just nod and write. Kunle act offended, saying he no see his cousin in 3 months. But when Inspector asked where he dey the night before she died, he stammered small before saying he was with friends in Abeokuta. Then they asked Funke. She laughed soft and said she only visit to drop food for Bisi because she was feeling under the weather. Inspector no push too hard that time. Maybe because everybody know them as sisters from another mother. See why I tell una not to rush. I say to the children, sometimes the person wey police trust the most na the one wey hide the biggest knife. I glance at the moonlight falling on their faces. Shade hug her legs tighter. Grandma, did something scary happen after the burial? She asked. I nod slow. That night, as I tried to sleep, I hear knock for my door. When I open, no one dey. But on the ground, I see one small note. It just say, "Stop digging, old woman." The wind rustled the mango leaves above us. Even me, telling it after 30 years, feel that same cold for my spine. The moon that night bright, no be small. I sat by my kerosene lamp, staring at the notes over and over. Stop digging, old woman. My hands shake small. I lock my front door and push my wardrobe against it, just in case. You know, say that time the bush behind my house thick well. Any small movement, you fit hear leaves rustle. But that night, silence. Silence that loud like drumming inside my ear. The next morning, I go Chief Ada's compound. He look worn out, eyes red like palm oil. Chief, I say, how you dey hold up? He sigh. Mama, e no easy. But Funke dey help me sort some of Bisi's things. My eyebrow lift small. Funke. Yes now, she dey help arrange the clothes for charity and check her account too. She say she wan make sure nothing scatter. As he talk, I remember something from long ago. Me and Bisi dey her parlor one evening when she complained about Funke's habit of borrowing small things, gold earrings, wrappers, even one expensive wristwatch, then forgetting to return. I tell am, but na your friend, maybe she know me know am. Bisi smile and wave it off. I know, Mama, but sometimes I feel she just likes to have what I have, even when she no need them. Back then, I just laugh. But now, that memory starts to taste bitter for my mouth. Later that week, Inspector Salami called village elders for meeting. This time, it looks serious. We have new evidence, he say. The tea Bisi drank before she died contained a high dose of cyanide mixed with sugar. And from witness statements, the only person who prepared her tea that day was a post-scanning faces, Funke. They all erupt in murmurs. Somebody shouts, "Lie! She be her sister." Another say, "I talk am before. That woman too calm." I see Funke's face from where I sit. She still wear her gold earrings, lips pressed together, eyes darting from side to side. "Grandma," Femi shouts, "So she's the killer?" I shake my head. No jump. The police still no get proof. Anybody fit prepare tea and lie say na another person do am. Inspector continue. We also discovered that Bisi changed her will last month, leaving part of her business shares to Funke in case of her death. Ha! Tola gasp. That's suspicious. Abi? I nod. But wait first. 2 days later, around evening, I dey fetch water from the well when I hear low voices behind the hibiscus bush. I freeze. I tell you, we have to be careful. If Mama keeps asking questions, she fit spoil everything, one voice say. The other reply, "Relax. After the burial, everybody go forget." I know the second voice. It be Kunle. I hide till the waka pass. My heart dey beat fast. That night, I no sleep. My mind dey turn. If Funke be suspect, why Kunle dey talk like e hand dey inside? The next morning, I waka go police station quietly. I tell Inspector Salami what I hear. He rub his chin. This case dey twist. We'll call Kunle again. They bring Kunle in. He swear he only talk about settling Bisi's debt after burial. But when they check his phone record, that time, na landline, no smartphone. They see he call Mr. Peters the same day Bisi died. "Grandma," Shade whisper, "maybe they all work together." I look at her, serious. Sometimes in life, the truth no be one straight line. If it be plenty line, we cross until you know sabi you draw which one. That night, under the moon, I hear goats bleating far off and wind blowing through palm leaves. For a moment, I felt like the shadows themselves they whispered that I was closer to something dangerous. The burial came quick. In Yoruba way, everybody dressed in white lace, crying and singing hymns. I sit near the front, watching people file past Bisi's coffin. Funke stand there like statue, tears rolling, but not one sound came from her mouth. Her face tight, almost too controlled. After the burial, some people start to leave, but Chief Ade called me aside. "Mama," he said low. "There is something I never tell the police." I frown. Why? Because I fear how it look. He take deep breath. 1 month before Bisi died, she confronted me about a strange letter she received. It claimed I had a child outside our marriage. I blink. "And do you?" "No, I swear. But the letter had details, names, dates. Only someone close to us could know." Femi, who had been leaning forward like he was watching film, burst out. "Grandma, that means the killer wanted to cause trouble between them." I smile small. Sharp boy. But let's not run faster than the story. One rainy afternoon, Bisi arrived my house crying. This was few years ago to her death. She said I should leave him. She told me. "Who?" I asked. She looked me straight in the eye. "Funke." But why? She said rich men like Ade don't stay faithful, that I deserve better. But she was saying it with one kind smile, like she wanted me to believe something bad. I remember I told Bisi to be careful what she listened to. Now, thinking back, I wonder if that was the first crack jealousy made in their friendship. While others eat rice and fried meat, I noticed Kunle standing alone by the palm wine stand. This is the funeral evening. Speaking in hushed tones to one tall man in sunglasses. They look around too much, like people who don't want to be seen. I waka closer slowly. I hear Kunle say, after she found the missing money, I told Funke it would blow up. She panicked. My skin crawl. Missing money? That was the first I hear of it. That night, when the children gather under the mango tree for the story, the moon shine bright like day. So, I tell them, it turns out Bisi's business account had been losing money before she died. And the last person to handle the books, Funke. Shade shouts. Maybe, I say. But Kunle also had access. And that tall man, his name be Alhaji Musa. A man wey Bisi once sacked from her shop for stealing. The children started arguing. Femi said, it's Funke. She was jealous and she needed money. Shade said, no, Kunle was plotting something with that man. Tola the quiet one whisper, what if they both did it? I smile. Una get plenty theories. But remember, a snake fit hide in grass for a long time before it bites. The following week, police arrest Alhaji Musa in his pocket. A small bottle with traces of cyanide, same kind used on Bisi. He said he found it near the market and planned to sell it. Nobody believed him. Inspector Salami came my house later that day. Mama, we think Musa supplied the poison, but who put it in the tea is still unclear. And the will? Someone forged Bisi's signature. I lean back. This thing deep like well. That night, I dreamed Bisi standing in my doorway, wearing the same dress she wore the week before she died. She no talk. She just points behind her, where Funke and Kunle stand together in the shadow. The next evening, just after dinner, we all gather under the mango tree again. The air smell of roasted corn from Mama Ireti's store down the road. The moon dey high, throwing long shadows on the ground. I see the children's faces shining in soft light, waiting for me to continue. I sip my warm zobo, clear my throat. So where we stop yesterday, I say. Police don't arrest Alhaji Musa. But you know mean say matter don't finish. The poison still enter Bisi's tea from person wey she trust well. Shade's eyes shine. Grandma, but if Musa had the poison, then maybe he gave it to Kunle. Or to Funke. Femi jump in before I answer. Tola shake head slow. Maybe the poison wasn't even from Musa. What if someone planted it on him to confuse everybody? I shock small. Una brain dey sharp. But wait, make I tell una wetin happen next. I was in my sitting room that afternoon folding my wrapper when Inspector Salami knocked my door. He removed cap, greet me. Mama, you sabi this handwriting? He handed me one photocopy. I put on my glasses. The paper was a receipt from Bisi's boutique, dated 2 weeks before she died. Written on it was, balance for shipment, paid in full. The signature was Bisi's, but my stomach twist. This no be a handwriting, I tell him. Bisi's own gets small slants. This one stiff like person forcing hand. Salami nod. We think same. We trace the pen used, a gold Parker pen Bisi kept in her desk. But the only person wey get key to that desk, I hold my breath. Funke, he said quietly. I no talk immediately. My mind flashed back to a time in 1993 when I visit Bisi at the shop. Funke was there, helping her fold her clothes. They were laughing over something silly. Bisi had just paid a new batch of lace fabric. Funke, joking, said, Bisi, one day I go just use your checkbook and make myself small millionaire. They laughed together, but I remember Bisi's eyes lingered on Funke for a second, like she was weighing the joke. So that's when my heart starts to beat faster. I tell the children. But even with that, I still no fit believe say Funke fit do that kind thing. Shade bites her lip. Grandma, do you think maybe Funke was pretending to be sad? I shrug. Sometimes human beings dey hide behind tears, but we never reach conclusion yet because something happen wey scatters everything again. 2 days later, police released Musa. No evidence link him directly to the tea. And then Kule disappear. No show for work. Phone switched off. That same week, one of the market women tell me she saw Kunle and Funke arguing behind the shop before Bisi's burial. She said Kunle was shouting, "You promised me my share," and Funke shushed him quick. The market woman also mentioned something that made my blood cold. She saw Kunle hand Funke a small brown envelope. I decided to go to Funke's house myself. She lived in a neat bungalow with potted plants outside. She smiled wide when she saw me. "Mama, you honor me with visits," she said, hugging me. But when I sat down, I noticed a gold Parker pen lying on her table, the same type police had mentioned. "Funke," I asked slowly, "remember that day Bisi gets the tea that killed her?" Her eyes flickered. Just a second. Then she smiled. "Mama, you too watch film. That tea, I didn't even serve it. Ahmed did." But here is the thing. I later learned from the maid herself that Funke had been the one to pour the tea. When I tell the children this, they explode like firecrackers. Femi said, "Aha, that's it. She is the killer." Shade said, "But maybe she poured it without knowing it had poison. Maybe someone else put it there." Tola in a small voice, "What if Kunle put the poison in before she poured it?" I smile. "You see, this is why police work no be small thing. Everybody get their own angle. And sometimes the killer dey right in front of you, smiling like an angel." The police by this time had gathered enough suspicion to invite Funke for questioning again. But she walked in calm, wearing bright yellow lace and gold earrings, as if she was going to party. She denied everything, said she loved Bisi like sister. But Inspector Salami had one last card. He brought out a photograph, Funke in a bank, 2 days before Bisi's death, withdrawing 500,000 from Bisi's business account. The teller slip showed Bisi's signature, forged. Funke froze, just for 2 seconds. Then she laughed. "This is ridiculous. Bisi told me to withdraw it for her." "Then why?" Salami asked. "Did you deposit 300,000 of it into your own account the same day?" Funke's voice wavered. "She owed me money from long ago." But I knew then. The laughter I had once heard between them was long gone in her heart. Something dark had taken root. By now, the moon had climbed higher. The night air was cool, carrying the sound of the faraway drums from a party. The children sat forward, eyes big. "So, children," I asked, "after all this, who do you think killed Bisi?" Shade said, "Funke." Femi said, "Funke, but maybe Kunle helped." Tola said, "Maybe Funke planned it, but someone else put the poison in." I smiled but didn't answer. Tomorrow, I'll tell you how everything finally came out. And it wasn't just jealousy, it was something else, something worse. The children groaned in protest, but I gathered my wrapper and stood up. Story sweet when you wait for the end. Now go sleep. The moon no dey wait for anybody. The next day, before the sun even set, the children were already sitting, waiting under the mango tree. Shade sat crossed leg. Femi was peeling groundnuts and Tola hugged her pillow like it was armor. Grandma, no suspense today, oh. We want to hear the ending, Shade said. I laughed small, sat down and took a deep breath. All right, this now where everything scatter and truth begin to fall like rain. 2 weeks after Bisi's burial, Inspector Salami called me to the station. His voice over the phone was tense. Mama, we think we got the missing link. When I arrived, I saw Funke sitting in the interrogation room. Her gele slightly tilted like she had rushed to tie it. Kunle was there too, looking worn out, eyes darting everywhere. Salami began. Mama, do you know Kunle here had a gambling debt? I frowned. Kunle? But it was just a sales boy in Bishi's shop. What kind of debt? A big one, Salami said. Over 1.2 million. And guess who lent him the money to cover it? Funke. Kunle shifted in his seat. It wasn't like that. Shut up! Funke snapped, but her voice shook. Salami continued. We traced the brown envelope given to Funke the day before Bisi died. Inside was the rest of the money Kunle owed her and a small sachet of powdered substance, cyanide. I gasped. Cyanide? Fast acting, bitter tasting, deadly. Salami leaned forward. Funke, we have bank CCTV of you buying sugar and tea bags the night before. The sugar pack in Bisi's kitchen matched the batch code of the one you bought. The sugar had traces of cyanide, same type from the sachet. Kunle's voice cracked. She told me it was just something to make Bisi sleep for a few hours, so she wouldn't go to a meeting the next day. She said it was for her own good. Funke slammed her palm on the table. Shut up! You think you are innocent? Who poured the tea for her that morning? Silence. Kunle swallowed. I did, but because you told me to, and you said Bisi wouldn't be armed. Funke's eyes burned. You fool. You think you can throw me under the bus? Who brought the idea in the first place? They turned on each other like rabid dogs, shouting, blaming, spitting venom. Wah, Grandma, Femi shouted. So it was both of them? I nodded slowly. Na so life be sometimes. Wickedness no dey wear one face. Both of them wanted something from Bisi. Funke wanted money and control of the boutique. Kunle wanted to escape his debt. Together, they found the easiest way to remove her, poison in her morning tea. Shade's voice trembled. But how could they kill someone they knew? My dear, I said quietly, sometimes the people you think are your own will, they will betray you for things smaller than money. Sometimes all it takes is envy to turn a friend into an enemy. 3 months later, my dear, the case went to court. I sat in the back, hands folded, listening to every word. The evidence was solid. Forged signatures, bank records, CCTV footage, toxicology reports, and Kunle's partial confession. Funke in her fine lace still tried to cry and play the victim, but her crocodile tears didn't fool the judge. Kunle, shaking like a leaf, pleaded guilty to manslaughter. Funke refused to admit anything, but the weight of proof crushed her. The judge's voice echoed in the courtroom. For the murder of Bisi Adeyemi, This court sentences Funke Adepoju to life imprisonment for aiding and abetting. Kunle Ajayi is sentenced to 25 years. Funke screamed, not in sorrow, but in rage. She turned to me, eyes like fire. "Mama, I hope you are happy now." I didn't answer. My heart was heavy. Justice had been done, but it couldn't bring Bisi back. The children were quiet now. Even the night felt still. Somewhere far away, a dog barked once, then soft. "Grandma," Tola asked softly, "what happened to the boutique?" I smiled faintly. "It's still there. Bisi's younger sister runs it now. She changed the name, but every time I pass that shop, I still see Bisi's smile in my mind." "Grandma, this story teach me something." Femi nodded slowly. "What's that, my boy?" "That you can never fully know somebody, even if they smile with you every day." I patted his head. True talk. That's why the old people say, if you no guard your yam, goats go chop am. The children laughed small at the proverb, but the mood was still heavy. I leaned back, looking at the moon. "Children, 30 years have passed since that day. Many things have changed. But one thing never changed. Truth always come out, no matter how long it hide. The moon no dey lie, and shadows no dey last forever." They looked at me, eyes wide, maybe imagining how something like that could happen in their own time. And somewhere deep inside, I hope they would carry the lesson. Not just about betrayal, but about the slow, stubborn way justice moves until it finally reaches the guilty.